Welcome back. In this session, we are going to do hands-on lab on Kubernetes Service and especially on Load Balancer. This is our guided lab 9 and I believe you have completed all the previous labs. If not, then this lab will not make sense. So I will highly recommend please go ahead and complete the previous labs. Once you are done, then you can try this lab. And now next most important things, this lab we are going to do on the Azure cloud, because as we understood in the Kubernetes service session, load balancer service works on the cloud, right? So any public cloud, because we are going to use public cloud providers load balancer to expose our applications. So let's start that. And for that, again, I have created this lab. So as you understood, first things first, what we need to do, we need to prepare a AKS cluster, right? As I said, now we are going to do this lab in the Azure. So we need to create Azure Kubernetes cluster. And for that, I have given all these instructions. So let's understand this. And I have already created to save the time, because creating these clusters takes the time. So here I have a couple of commands. So first command is to create the resource group, right? So AZ group create, and this is the name of the group in this region. I have already created. I can show you. If you can go here, this is my resource group, right? Now then you can run this command to create the AKS cluster. See what I'm trying to do here. I'm using AZ command, then AKS Azure Kubernetes cluster create, then G, I'm passing the resource group name what I have created above here, then I'm passing the name, then I'm going to use one node count, then I'm generating the SSH key to access from my local machine. I need to access the cluster, right? So for that I'm generating the key, and then for the node I need to provide the size of the VM. So this is what I'm providing. If you copy this and go ahead and run from your terminal, so it will go ahead and create cluster for you, something like this. You can see this cluster, okay, and you have all those settings. Now I have already did. Let's go to the terminal, and if I open this, you see this is successful, right? If you see this, all those details you see, this is created for me. Okay, here I've created the resource group, then by mistakenly I have put all these codes commands, then I deleted that, then I use this command to create the cluster. Now you see my cluster got created. Now next things what you need to do, we need to fetch the credentials and configure on your local system, so you will be able to access the cluster, right? So if you run this command, so what this is doing is using AKS get configuration of what, of our AKS cluster, right, with this name AKS lab, right? So of this AKS cluster we are going to get the credentials, and it's going to put where, in our kubeconfig on the local system, and that you already know. So I have run this, and after that if you run this, go ahead and run this command, then you will see now your kubectl pointing to your AKS cluster. So now this is pointing to my AKS cluster. So all set. Now once you do that, then we are going to run our test. Again, this is very simple. So again, I'm going to create the new folder as a load balancer. So let's do that. Then we are going to create this configuration file, and here we are going to put the same code what we have been using so far, right? From the beginning of all these labs we have been using this. There's no change. So let's put it here and save this. Now let's go ahead and create the deployment, and let me make this a little bit smaller. Yes, so let's run this. Now where this deployment got created, this got created on our AKS cluster, right? So if you type kubectl get deployment, right, so this is running on our AKS cluster, right? Here go and type o wide, you will see more details, right? And now let's go and get the pods. Kubectl get pods minus o and void, then we will see this is running on the this cluster, right? So this pods, right, this running all good, and this is running on this AKS cluster, correct? Perfect, all good. Now let's go ahead. Now we are going to create our load balancer service. So open this file and let me put this code, and this is very simple. As of now, you know all those things. So again, service, what is the type? Load balancer. Then is going to select all NGINX pods, that's label has the NGINX. Then it's going to listen on the port 80, and what is target port? Target port is here 80. And now as this is load balancer type, this is going to create a load balancer in the Azure cloud. Okay, now let's go ahead, copy this, and here run this, and it got created, and it will take some time, right? So creating load balancer in the public cloud is going to take some time, but from here we can see the details and we can get the public IP address, right? So now we see this is the public IP address. And now if we go and try to access from here, HTTPS, not HTTP, so we should be able to access our NGINX, right? Now using this load balancer IP address, we are able to access our pods from the Kubernetes cluster. Perfect. So again, I have given some couple of tests. If you want to do that, again, if you want to do some more drill, so I have again given some scenarios here. You can go ahead and test this. You can go ahead and scale this, right? And everything is going to work. So you can go ahead and try this. My only point was showing you how to create the public load balancer. Okay, how to create the service with the public load balancer type. And if you can go here in Azure cloud, you can also see the load balancer. Okay, so let's go here, load balancer. Now you see this load balancer got created. Now here we see the more details. Let's go in the settings, right? In the front end configuration, you see we have details. Backend pools, you see the details is coming from the Kubernetes, health props, load balancer rules. Okay, so we have a lot of configuration that's got created out of box. So please spend some time, try to understand everything. I will also recommend go ahead and look into the cluster that's got created over here. So try to spend some time to understand these clusters, different configuration. But for me, just I wanted to show you how everything's working in the Azure cloud. Well, so that's pretty much for this session. Thank you so much and see you in the next session.